everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie. I set up all the events here at the store, and I'm going to take a little bit of time today to talk to you about This Is What It Sounds Like by Susan Rogers and Ogi Ogas. And I didn't want to do this as a 60-sec book rec because this is one of those books that you read and you just ramble on to people about when you're like in the midst of reading it, like, oh my gosh, did you know this thing? So Susan Rogers has had a varied career. She basically got her start as a sound engineer for Prince in the 80s. So she helped to make the Purple Rain album. And then in the 90s, when she was in her 40s, she decided that she was gonna stop doing sound engineering and record producing and go back to school and get her PhD in neuroscience. And she did. So she's now a teacher, I think, at Berkeley, and so basically she wanted to write this book because she feels very strongly that there isn't good music and bad music. There's just music you like and music you don't like. And so kind of the point of this book is to help you as a listener figure out what your listener profile is. What is it that turns you on about music? What aspects of music really hit you in that particular place, really just connect with you. And it's different things for different people. So the chapters are broken up basically by the 7 aspects of music that are the most obvious parts of it, So she starts a little more nebulously with authenticity and realism, things that are a little more nebulous, but then gets into, rhythm and lyrics. And all throughout she's suggesting songs that you should listen to. And sometimes it's just listen to any song, any of this version of this song. And sometimes it's a very particular record if she wants you to hear the way that this person sings this particular line. And in the songs, they just are all over the map. So it's you're definitely, going to be listening to things that you've never heard before. You're going to hear things and you're like, I don't know about that. And you're going to hear things you're like, yeah, this is great. And it's all genres, there's everything from classical to art house, off the wall, strange things to, back to classic rock, and then R&B, and then rap. And then, so it's really fun to, read along and then listen to the songs that she talks about and listen for the things that she tells you to listen to. And it really just helps you hone in on the aspects that you react to the most. And it's a really fun read. It's really, really well written, and lots of interesting little anecdotes, like a story about a guy who had these implants put into his head, and after that helped his anxiety and his OCD. And after he had these implants put in, he became a huge fan of Johnny Cash. And when the batteries died down on the implant, his love for Johnny Cash died until the batteries got replaced, and suddenly he's all about Johnny Cash again. It's just weird things like that, and just really interesting anecdotes. And it's just a super fun read. Whether or not you're big into music, this will just really help you hone in on oh, well, I might not be all about all kinds of music, but this particular kind of music, this is what, does it for me. So This Is What It Sounds Like by Susan Rogers. If you've been enjoying what we do on this channel, we would really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more awesome book recs and author interviews. Thanks so much for joining. Have a good day.